Hey guys, just want to show you that Bitcoin looks like it could be in a bullish pattern, and if that's the case, we could push up at least $3,000 from current price at the time recording this video. I just want to show you this real quick. So if you'll notice, now there's a lot of wicks, but if you draw a line like this, you can see you can get resistance right here, right here. We do get a wick that pushes above, so I don't know if that invalidates it or not. I would imagine not. This is on the 2 hour, by the way. We get resistance, 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 and then you got the meat of the candle right here. You got rejected. So that would be the top, our resistance, and then below this yellow line that I mentioned in the previous video, this is your support right here. And this right here is a descending broadening wedge. And if you look at descending broadening wedge, that is a bullish pattern. Your price target would be from the bottom of the wedge, or from the top where you make contact with resistance to the bottom of the wedge. And that would be the point you would push up. So I just want to point out, if that is the case, I do have a lot of charts that show me. So for instance, the distance would be, let's see here, from the top to the bottom. So that would be from this point down to where we made contact at the bottom. If we pull that up, guys, that takes us right to this resistance level right here, which is, make this bigger so you can see it, right at 53,000. And I have a lot of charts on that as the next target. So I'm not saying we have to go that high. I just want to show you if we do push up where you likely would want to put it in your short. So again, if we get above, pay attention to see if we get it. You want to get at least a candle close as support, or hell, it could push above it and just start pumping. Just want to make you aware of this. So if you get above, let's say 51,045, if it's out here, it's more like 51,000. But if we get above this point, it's very possible we could push up to 53K. And maybe that would be the top of the right shoulder. The bottom of this wedge is down here at around 48,862, but you do have support right here, so pay attention to that, around close to 50,000. So we could come down, test this support, come back up here, break this point, and then possibly push up to 53K. But again, that is a bullish pattern per classical TA. These typically break to the upside more often than the downside, so I just thought that was worth mentioning. Those are your price targets. If you break to the downside, guys, I do have support levels below. I would pay attention to 46,658 down to potentially 45,578. This right here, so guys, this is another example. By the way, if we do drop, just like I mentioned in yesterday's video, pay attention. This is a point you definitely want to buy around 47,300. But I'm going to clear everything off this chart. Actually, I'm going to copy this ring right here. Copy, delete, and I'm going to paste this back in. Let's get rid of this ribbon here. So I just want to show you this ring, this fib circle that we're respecting right now. Notice, I'm not going to zoom out all the way, but notice we got right here, support, support, resistance, and we came down, resistance, support, 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 resistance, resistance, came down to support, resistance, support, support, resistance. So if we push up, where's your next target? Well, your next target is going to be this ring above, and guess what that price is? Right here. That's around 53,866. So again, if we continue up, that's another chart showing a target. This is the K1 chart. Typically I had this on the daily. I did make a tweet about this. If you have access to my charts, you get access to my Twitter. Twitter's private. So you refresh the K1 chart. I put it on the 4 hour. Guys, try to teach you about trend lines. Trend lines are very important tools. Always have them on your chart. Notice this blue line was support, right? And then we broke past this blue line, this blue trend line, and this red line became support, and we pushed back up. And notice we topped out right at this point. So I put it on the 4 hour just so you could see that. Let me put this back. So I'm going to put this back on the 4 hour so you can see how this is right now. So when we pushed up, we got rejected right here at this this blue line and started coming back down. So again, guys, trend lines are very important tools. Always use them. But again, another upside target that matches right here. This is right here on 53,400. So a lot of targets. And again, the reason why I say this is strong resistance back here, resistance, 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 and we had a drop. So your next point to watch is right here. So there's a lot of targets above around 53K, and that could be the top. It's possible that could be the top of our right shoulder. But again, I just wanted to point that out. Your current support, well, right now we're teetering. This is our support right now. This right here, this is the head shoulders we broke down from. This was our left shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder, and we broke down. So that support level looks like it's currently support again, which is somewhat bullish if we stay above that point. Obviously, if we break below 50,066, you know, we're watching to see if we get a break, because this red trend line is our support now. So if we come straight down and you break 50,272, obviously we have much more downside. And the next downside target down here is around 48,400. So again, 47,000, 4,800 looks like a next likely buy-in if we have a substantial drop. But just want to point out, if we do push up, it looks like 53K is the next likely point. Again, 53,000 to potentially 53,500 would be likely upside target in a bullish descending broadening wedge. Do pay attention to the US dollar, guys. US dollar is holding support. We have not broke below this line yet. At any point we break this point right here, and you start seeing the dollar go down. If the dollar is dropping, that's bullish for Bitcoin. But if the dollar continues up, also pay attention to markets. Currently the Dow is only down 4 points. You know, follow the S&P and the NASDAQ as well. But that can help you decide, or to get an idea of direction. If you start seeing the dollar just start pushing up, you probably want to be bearish on Bitcoin. If you see the dollar start dropping, you want to be bullish. And again, that coincides with the markets. So if you see the markets, you know, start dropping, dollar start pushing up, more reason to be bearish on Bitcoin. But if you start seeing the markets go in the green, you start seeing the dollar come down, more than likely the Bitcoin's going to go up. But guys, that's it. If you want to access these charts, websites, octartcrypto.com, link pinned in the first comment and description. That's it. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out.